A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a celebration for women all around the world who have dared to dream big. I, Jyoti Odia,
I, Ankita Villam,
welcome you to the celebration of International Women's Day.
RSP and SAIL at large has always believed that its dream of Swachh, Steel, Sashakt Bharat can be achieved through equal and equitable participation of women and not just through mere tokens. Today is a celebration of the Ispat Nari.
Respected EDPLA, Shri P.K. Saraswati sir, our esteemed guest speaker, Lieutenant Commander Meena Padmanabhan, Madam Anshu Pragyadas, DFO, Hirakud Wildlife Division, Chief General Manager in charges, CGMs, HODs, other guests, senior officers, friends and colleagues, welcome to the celebration of International Women's Day 2022. I would request our dignitaries to kindly take a seat on the dais, please. I would request CGM HRDC, Madam Rajshri Banerjee to kindly escort.
ती है नूर फैल जाता है जब महफिल में आप सब कोई हमारे बीच आता है. As a mark of our love and respect, we would like to present rosebuds to our dear dignitaries, please. Ms. Raj Lakshmi and Ms. Deepika kindly.
अस्तो मां सद्गमय तमसो मां ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मां अमृतम गमय. भारत की प्रथा रही है कि हर शुभ काम की शुरुआत ईश्वर के नाम से ही होती है. तो आज के इस शुभ अवसर की शुरुआत के लिए हम हमारे गणमान्य अतिथिगण को दीप प्रज्वलन के लिए आमंत्रित करते हैं.
As the ceremonial lamp is lighted up, I would request Madam Shushita Das, Senior Manager Education, for the recital of the sacred hymn. Also, I would request Ms. Raj Lakshmi to help.
Om Swasti no Indro Vriddhasravaha Swasti nः Pusha Vishwavedaः Swasti no Starkyo Arishtanemiः Swasti no Brihaspati Dadatu. Om Bhadram Karnevi Shrunayama Deva Bhadram Pasyamakhyavijjajatraः स्थिरैरङ्गै स्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिः व्यसेमयि देवहितं यदायुः. ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा स्वस्ति पथ्ये रेवती स्वस्ति न इन्द्रश्चाग्नि स्वस्ति नो अदिते कृधि. ॐ द्यो शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगं शान्ति पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिर्वनस्पतयः शान्ति विश्वे देवाः शान्ति ब्रह्मा शान्ति सर्वगं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ओम.
आज के खास अवसर पर हमारी आरएसपी की टीम एक खूबसूरत सा गीत प्रस्तुत करेंगे, भारत की बेटी.
हो सकती बेचारी
है भारत की बेटी। इस मधुर खूबसूरत गीत के लिए निवेदिता और राजलक्ष्मी मैडम को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you. I would now request GM in charge, Business Excellence and IED, Madam Chaitali Das, to welcome the gathering, please.
Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Walk beside me and just be my friend. I am confident that in future there will be no female leaders, there will be just leaders. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today on this auspicious occasion of International Women's Day 2022, it is my proud privilege and honor to welcome all the distinguished guests on the dais, seniors, colleagues and each one of you present here to this celebration, which is really a celebration for life. International Women's Day is celebrated every year on 8th March to celebrate the importance and significance of women in our life. Women's Day not only recognizes and celebrates women and their achievements in every field, but is also aimed towards raising awareness about women's rights and gender parity. Imagine a gender equal world, a world free of bias, stereotypes and discrimination, a world that is diverse, equitable and inclusive. While each and every day is an opportunity to celebrate Women's Day, one day in particular gives us an extra outlook to recognize the incredible achievements made by women across the globe and the ongoing tireless pursuit of worldwide gender equality. Today, as a responsible corporate entity, Steel Authority of India Limited's Rourkela Steel Plant is celebrating International Women's Day, recognizing the contribution of women around the world who are leading the charge to build a more sustainable future for one and all. In RSP, the percentage of women has risen from a minor percent of the total number of employees during 80s to approximately 6.01% today. And not just that, we have an excellent example of first chairman of SAIL, Madam Soma Mandal, heading our own company, thereby paving a way for many more to come forward. It just takes one to start a new path, and here today we are so many with power to bring changes. But deliberate or unconsciousness, sometimes biasness makes it difficult for us to move ahead, and just knowing that biasness exists is not enough. Prompt action is required to level the playing field. Feminism is not about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives their strength. This brings us to the very apt and thought-provoking theme of this year's International Women's Day, Gender Equality Today for a better, sustainable tomorrow. Without gender equality, improving the three pillars of sustainability, that is people, product and planet, remains beyond our reach. So let us break the biasness in providing opportunities to women at our homes, at our workplaces and in our communities. Let us all individually be responsible for our thoughts and actions, not just today, but all day, every day, and makes this world a place where difference is valued and celebrated. We are privileged with us today to have Sri P.K. Satpathy Sir, Executive Director, Personnel and Administration, a technocrat par excellence, yet a HR leader who can inspire the masses by his consistent emphasis on bettering the best and going beyond the conventional practices. We welcome you, sir, for today's celebration. On behalf of Rourkela Steel Plant, I am extremely delighted to welcome today's guests of honor, Madam Lieutenant Commander Meena Padmanabhan and Madam Anshu Pragya Das, Divisional Forest Officer, Hirakud Wildlife Division. Today's woman is no longer a dependent soul. She is independent in every respect and is capable of doing anything and everything, provided they are trusted and valued. What better example we have than the presence of these two women achievers amidst us, who, by treading the path less traveled, have made a mark in their own field traditionally considered the male-dominated bastions. Madam Meena Padmanabhan is presently working as resident overseer at Hazira since last 5 years, overseeing Akanksha project at Larsen and Toubro premises. Madam Anshu Pragya Das, presently working as DFO Hirakud Wildlife Division, is a recipient of many prestigious awards, for example, FICCI Women's Award 2021, Debbie Award 2020, and many more for her dedicated work in the field of wildlife conservation and ecotourism. Rourkela Steel Plant salutes both of you. I also welcome all CGMs, HODs, and my dear colleagues who are sitting in front of me, rejuvenating their efforts for a better world, realizing equal rights for women everywhere. You can achieve almost anything you put your mind to. You can swim through the deepest ocean and climb the highest peak. You can face adversity, still walk tall. You are strong, beautiful, compassionate, much more than the words could ever say. This occasion is yours as any other day. Happy Women's Day to all the wonderful women present here. Thank you all for your kind attention, and I wish you all for a very successful commemorative event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for these beautiful words.
You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hateness, but still, like air, I will rise. Literally, living these words, we are honored to have with us Lieutenant Commander Meena Padmanabhan, Resident Overseer at Overseer Team Hazira. She joined Navy in the year 2010 in the Naval Construction Cadre. She has worked as a deputy manager at Naval Dockyard, Mumbai. She has had commendation by Chairman and Secretary R&D from Defense Research and Development Organization and from Vice Chief of Naval Staff. Ma'am, we would like to invite you to share your life experiences so far.
Hello everyone, respected Executive Director, Shri P.K. Satpathy Sir, the DFO ma'am, reputed higher management from RSP and the women fraternity who have gathered here. At the outset, I would like to thank you all for having invited me here for this wonderful occasion, and I wish you all a very happy Women's Day. At the outset, I would also like to thank my Admiral, Rear Admiral Vishwanathan, who has nominated me for attending this wonderful event. I'm very proud and privileged to be a part of this beautiful and strong women workforce of RSP. And while coming, I was just looking through the boards which are placed outside. I indeed have to submit, I'm more and more proud to see that RSP was able to make about the molten steel which has crossed 100 million ton. It is just not a number, it is huge. Hats off to you all. And to begin with, as already the young ladies have briefed who I am, so I would like to share my few experiences with Indian Navy. And before going to that, sir, all the feat achieved by RSP over the years is really commendable, be it the sector of mining, be it the sector of steel production, and be it the sector of CSR initiatives, what was mentioned. The works you've been doing are huge and highly commendable, and it has been recognized all across in the nation. And I feel proud to mention that today our nation has moved from a buyer's navy to builder's navy. This is all because of such privileged and reputed plants like SAIL, the other naval yards which are constructing ships and submarines, and even the private institutions like Larsen & Toubro, Zindal, etc. and so on. The Navy, the nation as a whole, we are able to move because of all these changes we are bringing in and making our country progress. To continue with what the introduction they have given about me, I will say how I landed up here in the Indian Navy. I completed my graduation in 2009. I was selected as a graduate engineer trainee at Mrs. Triple Seal, which is I'm basically a civil engineer, and it is a civil construction firm which is looking after various government projects with respect to the infrastructure, and they are working globally as well. And I was working there for a year. During my probation, I thought there was something missing in my life. There was a big void which was created in my, the career. I thought I'm going to miss something huge. That is the time I was looking for something adventurous and, sportive to do about. So one odd day I found an ad of, join Indian Navy with the men in uniform, attracting us. So that is a technical invitation. I'm a technical person, so I wanted to perform technically. So I had applied apply for it, and just after some time I forgot that I have applied, and I moved on for the preparations of GATE and so on. One day I received a call from my father saying that, Meena, you have been shortlisted for appearing for the service selection board at Bhopal. So both of us started traveling towards my destiny, and somehow I got through the first round, and second round also I gave it well, and I was out. I got time to meet my father, and he just saw the bruises and cuts in my hands after that, physical tasks. I was able to see the tears in his eyes, like what my daughter has gone into. And he just told me, do you really want to do this? We have better opportunities to do, and you please go continue where you are working. But I thought, no, this is it. This is what I wanted to. This is where I am. Because during the task which I was performing, I really forgot myself. I was so much focused to accomplish those tasks and nothing else. So I thought, this is the dedication, this is the place where I have to land, or this is what I am looking at. So that was the kick-off. That was the kick, I'll say, which I got it. And there I am. I've landed in Indian Navy. And there are so many branches in Indian Navy for the women. I must tell you all so that you are aware. There are branches like education, law, medicine, technical branches like NAI, that is the Naval Armament and Inspection, Naval Construction, and also law. I'm from the branch of naval construction. I oversee the construction of ships and submarines at various yards. So to begin with my journey in Indian Navy, I was appointed as Deputy Manager in Dockyard. That is, I was looking after the outfitting and the dry docks department. And also I held the appointment as Staff Officer Naval Construction at Headquarters Western Naval Command in Bombay. So I have still, the memories are still afresh in my mind, There was a day where I was standing behind, maybe quite a number like what I can see today, of people who have come for the docking of one of the prime ship, G-class ship. So at that point of my, I was a petty, you can look at my height, I'm a petty, petite and young lieutenant that time, just waiting for docking that ship all alone. I was seeing the carefree attitude of my fellow defense civilians over there, and I was so nervous and tensed. What am I going to do today? How are they going to obey me? These were the questions in my mind. And there was fear. There was seriously a fear inbuilt in me. How am I going to deal with this? But after listening to my first command, everything fell in line. That is the time I realized nobody is different. When things have to be there, be it a lady, be it a male officer, the things are in line when people are there to listen to you, where the important national importance work is being done at that point of time. So thereafter I saw a big, huge attitude change from the same person I saw a few minutes back, with a carefree attitude and all. They all were into the work, so focused, like what I said earlier, so focused and dedicated. And we did the successful docking, and it was so precisely we were able to dock my first ship, I would say. Thereafter I was, I have, so far I have completed docking of almost 50 to 60 ships and few submarines. So I'm proud sharing this experience with you. Also, not only this, during the tenure, it tests for all your physical endurance, your mental endurance, how strong you are to deal with your counterparts, let it be the lady counterparts, let it be the men, whoever you are in an environment where you have to tackle and lead the team, and going beyond the words, you have to show it in actions. Yeah, that is what I was dealing with. So the last 12 years in the Indian Navy has been totally a roller coaster ride for me, with having much of highs and less of lows, fortunately. And also during the time period, I have gained a lot of experience, learned, I have earned the faith of my superiors. That's why I'm here. And also, I was given a big responsibility of overseeing the works which is being undertaken at Hazira, that is the overseeing of the submarine project construction. Also, I was tasked with to deal with more complex men and the equipment which have been developed there. So I will proudly say, Navy is just not a career for me. It has been a life for me. It's been a way of life for me. And also, I would like to share one small experience during the career. I was selected for volunteering for a trek to Stoke Kangri. This is peak at Leh Ladakh. So this is around 20,000 feet high, and it is quite a difficult peak. Though a lot of people do it, but it's quite a difficult trek to accomplish. We were around 14 officers, that is 2 lady officers and around 12 male officers. So we had started with all Josh, nothing in mind. We were totally blank at the time we submitted. At the time we started. So as the day prolonged, it was almost a 2-week trek. We had to push ourselves beyond our limits, because that is where you reach the final summit. So your summit is over there, and you're still in the base camps, which is down below. A lot of people give up. I've seen a lot of male officers who are very strong, built. You thought, with him, how am I going to travel? But ladies over here, I will say, strength is not in your body, strength is in your mind. We should remember that. Strength is just not in your body, it is in your mind. You can break all the barriers which are before you. It is just that you have to face it. You should be ready to face it. So I will say, that trek, out of 14 officers, around 7 of us were able to summit the peak, and others, due to some technical and medical reasons, they were not able to summit. So I'll proudly say I was one among the 7 officers who had trekked, and I was the only officer, women officer who was able to summit the Stoke Kangri. And this was on the eve of an Independence Day. We were there at 7 o'clock in the morning on the Stoke, holding the national flag and Indian naval flag. That was a very proud moment. And that was the next hit in my life, which gave me very strong, saying that I can push beyond my limits, and I can go on. So this is where such instances like these made me change my career, change my passion, and draw more and more. I can push myself to more and more things. Not only if I can do, all of you could very well do. So nobody is less, nobody is more. So everybody are equal. So only that we have to remove is the mental block what we have in our life. Also, I am representing Indian Navy, so I should be saying a few instances which has happened in Indian Navy. I am proud here to share about few of my postmates. That is Lieutenant Commander Rourkela Joshi, whom you all may be knowing or may not be knowing. She is a lady officer who is from my batch, my best friend, my roommate. She has circumnavigated the globe. What is circumnavigation? Circumnavigation is going around the globe in waters on a sailboat, touching 3 ports. That is the port Cape of Good Hope, Cape of Horn, and there's one cape which they have to touch and do the entire circumference and do the entire circumnavigation. What is the circumnavigation? Circumnavigation is just like covering a distance which is equal to or more than the circumference of the earth. This is what the feat they have achieved, and it was inaugurated by then Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, and they had successfully completed in a record number of days, and they were awarded a lot, and they have been recognized and awarded by the President of India and the Prime Minister. So we have teams like this, who have been performing wonderful roles. So I know many people who are sitting here would similarly achieve a lot of feat like this, but I would like to say what is there in our feat. Also, my another postmate, Lieutenant Commander Karabi Gogoi, who is there. She is the first women officer who has been appointed as the Indian Naval Attaché at Russia. So she is the first one to even feed this one. So everybody of us, if we can work towards it, we can do it. Just have the willpower. And I will say that many of you sitting over here will have and take inspiration of your esteemed chairman ma'am for what you have achieved, what she has achieved till date. So I will take that also to submit here as a pride moment for all of you, that if she can do, all of you can do. And what I'm trying to convey is nature and environment doesn't know which gender we are. So it is only us who treat or we have this gender bias. So I will say, ladies and gentlemen, the gender should be the last thing we should be thinking when it comes to work, when it comes to personal life and anything. These days, nobody is less and nobody is more. So today, this is the day of the celebration. We all know the theme, what it is today. This is the day of celebration of various social, economic and political achievements of various women all across the globe. Also, we are celebrating this to break the bias and bringing in the gender equality towards a sustainable tomorrow. This is all about valuing oneself and how you treat yourself. I will say today there should be an emphasis on what is the gap we have to fill in. We talk about bias. What is this bias? What is the gap we are trying to fill in? What is that we are looking for? Who is responsible for this? Who is indeed responsible for this? Is it the government? Is it the private institution? Who is it? Ladies and gentlemen, it is none other than us. It is nobody other than every individual who are seated here and the citizens of India. So let me go a little into the statistics. We have seen a notable change from where we are today, from the early 60s and 70s. Out of a population of 139 crore, the female representation is around 48%. You must all be knowing. So also, the literacy rate of India is 73%, of which male literacy rate is 85% and the female literacy rate is only 63%. This is the gap, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about. This is the bias we are talking about. This is what we have to bridge in. So I have to tell you all, this is not only the general civilian population. It is also the same in the defense population. We are very small percentage of people who are in defense forces. Like let me tell you the numbers. In army, we are just 0.5% of women who have been representing Indian army. I'm sorry. So you can think a big field of Indian army has just got 0.56% of women representation. Take it Indian Navy, we have around 6%. So but still, where are we? We have not even crossed 10%. And again, in Air Force, we are just 1%. Where are we, ladies and gentlemen? It is a time to wake up. It is a time, all your daughter, be it your sister, be it your niece, let it be anyone. Please inspire them. Please give them a word of advice. Please tell them what to do. Please educate them. Please try to break this, the bias which has been existing. Just a small advice, just a small discussion with your maid, with your newspaper wala, with your milk wala will change their life entirely. So we are responsible to bring and to bridge this bias which is existing. Please don't wait for somebody else thinking that somebody else will come and bridge the gap. It is we who have to take the steps and go ahead. Also, this we can see still as a big problem which is existing in our country. If we are able to bridge this gap, ladies and gentlemen, we will be the developed nation quickly. So we should all remember, let us not forget after this event, let us do and try our best to motivate and bring in more of women empowerment into the country. Also there is a famous saying where they say, if you educate a boy, only the boy will be educated. But if you educate a girl, the entire generation will be educated. So this is what I am trying to convey. So on this occasion, I also feel pride and I would like to convey my gratitude to my husband for being supportive and keeping our lives very much balanced. So there are so many days where I have been outside work for months. I had gone for a deputation for months. So there are times where I have a young kid. I have brought my young kid here who is a very strong girl, and she is very bold and strong girl who can adjust herself with any kind of environment. I am grooming her. So the change what we try to bring in here as this little buds will make us rise and do the upliftment of the upcoming women generation. So it is all in the hands of ours. Also, I would like to thank Indian Navy for having given me this opportunity to prove myself. On a concluding note, I would like to see each one of us should encourage each other and not pull each other, encourage each other in coming up and rising to the occasion. Also, in our society, we are having this gender issue, but yes, we should think how we can bridge it, So yes, let us be empowered and be the change what we like to see the society, what we want the society to be. So let us be the change today. And I will also say no job is too small and no job is too big for any of us. Just the step you've been taking for every time matters a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, please take that step. If not, we will still be sitting and debating over this issue that there is gender gap. We have moved so advanced in various fields. But yes, this is a small issue what the nation has. But yes, it takes time to improve the situation where we are, but it is just in our hands. I will once again thank the RSP management for having given this wonderful opportunity to be a part of this, strong women force of Rourkela Steel Plant. I am so indebted to you all, sir. Also, I will fail in my duties if I do not thank the hospitality team who has been taking care of me since the time I stepped in the railway station to the time till I am here now. And also, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude. Special mention to Ms. Archana Sarpati and Ms. Mukherjee and Ms. Simpi Patel, as well as Mr. N.K. Raut, sir. You've all been very kind to me. You've all been so great to me. Rourkela plant has been very great to me. Not only this, I've been associated with Rourkela Steel Plant for the defense projects we have been doing here at Rourkela Steel Plant. So I am one among you. I am your daughter. So you can look forward, and if I can do, any one of you sitting here can do. Thank you, Jai Hind, Shalom.
Your journey is indeed inspiring, ma'am. I'm sure all of us will definitely be inspired to work towards bridging of gap.
गर्व है मुझे, मैं नारी हूँ, तोड़कर हर पिंजरा जाने कब उड़ जाऊंगी, चाहे लाख बिछा लो बंदिशें, फिर भी आसमान में मैं अपनी जगह बनाऊंगी. We are privileged to have with us Madam Anshu Das, Divisional Forest Officer, Hirakud Wildlife Division. With a rich experience, Ma'am has earned a wide acclaim for her extensive work in transforming the lives of people, especially in and around Sarkosia Tiger Reserve. Not only that, she is a recipient of the prestigious Earth Heroes Award 2020 by NatWest India, the Devi Awards in 2020, and FICCI Women's Award 2021 for her commitment towards nature. Ma'am, we would like to invite you to share your invaluable experience with us. Ma'am, please.
Samasthanku Moro Namaskar. I am Anshu, DFO Hirakud Wildlife Division. It is a place in Bargarh district. Some of you might have heard about Debrigarh Sanctuary. So I am managing. I am a part of the management of that sanctuary, and a part of Hirakud Reservoir is there. And I thank the RSP team for inviting me on this occasion to meet all of you. Thank you, and I congratulate each and every member here today. Wishing Happy Women's Day again. I should thank Rourkela Steel Plant to have equal number of males in the audience, women and men both. Since yesterday we have been organizing many functions, and mostly 90% women we have been addressing. But it is not about women actually. Women's Day is all about male and female both. Rather, I would say male percentage is more. So thank you for attending the function. I am from forest. Of course, we always talk about conservation, forest conservation, wildlife conservation, which is a word which many times is thought it is against development. But Rourkela Steel Plant, since beginning of my service in 2007, I was working in Keonjhar. Actually, my first posting was in Keonjhar. Since that time, I know RSP has its brand and name in greening the environment, not only forest. So, Rourkela Steel Plant is way ahead actually. It is a torch bearer for many other developmental units, that how development and conservation can run together. We forest officers, we work in remote places. I have worked actually, we are the first batch of lady officers from the state joining this cadre. Before me, there were no officers from state cadre, no women officers in forest state cadre. So when we first joined, it was a common thing in the department that women should be posted in very light postings, because all our postings are mostly in remote areas. So first I was posted to Cuttack Division. So that is a place which is mostly city based and less forest. Then my next posting was Simlipal Tiger Reserve. That was one of the place, the first lady officer I would say I worked there. And when I started working there, everybody had a feeling that it will be difficult for me to stay in remote places. Like Siblipal Tiger Reserve is one of the oldest tiger reserves in the country, and it is a pride and privilege for our state to have nurtured the sanctuary and the tiger reserve in such a way that it is the only place where we find large number of tigers now in Odisha. It is possible because of the women living within and around the reserve. Women are ahead in every field, yes, and in conservation of forest and wildlife, I have seen the same. Today we have 40% of green cover. Odisha is 4th or 5th leading state in the country to have such a large green coverage, and every 3 years when there is a survey, Odisha is one of the states which is having the largest coverage of greenage. It is possible because of the people living around. In our state, 50% of villages are around the forest, and 80% of them are dependent on the forest directly. We mostly see women moving inside forest areas for collection of normal food products every day, firewood, fuelwood, and it is our job, it has been our job to motivate them. And because of the large chunk of women who are conserving the forest, today we are able to save the environment from all kind of adversity. I have been privileged to work in one of the important projects of our state, that is ecotourism, which is run mostly 90% of the stakeholders in ecotourism projects of our state are women actually. Rural women who are running different ecotourism projects in the state. More than 45 destinations Odisha government has developed in different parts of Odisha. I think many of you might have visited Khandadhar. That is managed by the local communities. Many of you might have visited Debrigad and Satkosia nearby places, which are also managed by the local communities. Odisha has championed community ecotourism. No other state in India has done it so far. And our state model is so nice that it has been adopted. Other states have started adopting it. And what is the USP of our state's model? Majority of the women who are dependent on forest are now deriving their livelihood from these ecotourism projects developed by the state government. More than 700 women are actually now working in these 45 destinations where tourists are visiting every day, and 80% of the revenue which we people plow back through room services and room charges, safari charges, activity charges, 80% of the revenue is directly going back to the women. And in recent last 5 years, it has been a good achievement for the government that rural women, they have become expertise in attending foreign visitors also, not only the visitors from the state. So, in every sector women are ahead, yes. I would say that in remote areas, wherever we see Vana Sangrakshana Samitis or self-help groups, it is mostly groomed by women. Not only that, in enforcement sector also, police and forest, it is mostly the women officers who have performed very, very well in these areas. Not only ecotourism or forest conservation, it is wildlife conservation also. It is, I am working in a place, Debrigad, which is just 3 hours from here. We see large number of animals there. I think most of you might have visited and have seen large number of animals there. The only place in our state where we can see directly, we can see bisons, leopards, sambars, spotted deers, and many stakeholders around the sanctuary are managing the enforcement part of the wildlife area. 5% of Odisha's green cover is protected area. I mean conserved area, which are regulated and restricted by government, but are managed by forest department in coordination with the eco-development committees, mostly the women who are managing those. And it is a privilege to share, we have women squads in our team who day and night work and control forest fire, control poaching inside the forest, control illegal timber smuggling, and also take part in night patrollings. When I joined forest service, first thing my relatives asked that whether you will be able to work, because our job is 24 hours, we do not work 10 to 5. I thought that that will be a challenge for me, working 24 hours and mostly remaining active at the night time of the day. We are more active, we forest officers, especially who are working in wildlife areas, we are more active at night time. And moving throughout India for different works relating to forest, I have seen women participating in different sectors of forest and wildlife. In technology, may it be medicine, may it be engineering, may it be other sectors of our state, we find women active. No, women are active in different things. While working in ecotourism, I have met many travel operators. Many from Odisha are working in places like Karnataka and Kerala and working for the state tourism, actually, state ecotourism. And they are promoting Kerala and Karnataka in different parts of India as if they belong to that state. That sincerity, that transparency and that trust, these are the factors which has made women ahead in every sphere. Sharing my experiences, I will share 2-3 small experiences of remote areas of our state. I worked 5 years in Satkosia Tiger Reserve, and when I started working there, it was mostly affected by Maoist. It was Mao affected area, and inside the sanctuary there was no communication facility, no network. Obviously, mobile networking is not there. VHF networking was completely obstructed by a group, and local people were completely supporting that activity because they used to feel that government should not own this area. This area belongs to us, forest belongs to us, zameen belongs to us, and government officers, especially forest department, should not work in this place. So when me and my staff started working in that place, developing anti-poaching camps, developing roads, establishing a communication facility, it was the local villagers who first started opposing. Then we faced opposition of the left wing also. But it was the local rural women who came forward asking the DFO that it has been long time we are deprived of common facilities like road, which is very important for a pregnant woman, for a old aged person to travel from the sanctuary to the outside world for getting basic treatment facilities. We require road, we require mobile networking, we require all kind of developmental facilities inside forest. So I said, how will you do it? Your own people are avoiding it. A group of women started mobilizing 64 villages all around, and successfully within a span of 3 to 4 years, it is an achievement for the forest department that those group of villages could motivate the entire 65 villages all around, and now we find all kind of developmental things in that area established. And that group of women who have worked till now also very actively, they are supporting the government in all kind of developmental works doing there. And in working here in Devigarh, when I joined 7-8 months back, there are many villages inside the sanctuary. We thought of Odisha government has a very good relocation policy which speaks of relocating the villages inside the forest area to outside forest where basic facilities of health, education, road and communications are there. When we started discussing with the villagers, they all opposed that no, we have been staying here since years. When Hirakud Dam was built, we were displaced once. Again, we don't want to go there, and we don't have the basic facilities. Give us all the facility here, which is not possible because that is a sanctuary area, restricted and regulated area for wildlife management. People will have their own space, wild animals will have their own space. Then only both can coexist on earth. So when we started discussing with them, we first asked the woman that do you want to stay inside here? Do you want kids? reading outside, far away, staying in hostels. Round the year you are unable to see your kids, they are unable to see the parents. You are yourself staying inside the sanctuary and full day and night you are working for your family. You have not seen anything outside the world. After 1-2 months, it was the woman group only who came ahead and said, no, we want to be shifted. We want to be relocated. We are not telling it Bisthapana, we are telling it Punarbhasa. And they started telling that yes, we want a good life, we want to be shifted from outside the forest area and we want a common life there. And now because of the help of the women folk only, we have successfully relocated one village, 42 families are out, another 300 families are under process of relocation. And after 1 month, it will be a privilege for us to share that this will be one of the largest relocations in the country which Odisha has done, shifting 400 families outside, which is possible only because of the willpower and the trust which the village women had on government. And they motivated entire men, mostly the men group were telling from the beginning that no, we require all facilities here, which is absolutely not possible because there is a wildlife area. And even if we give them facility, for how long they will enjoy that? Someday or the other they have to come out. It was the woman only who told that no, we want to see, ame bahar ku jibaku chahuchu, ame bahar duniya sangre rahibaku chahuchu, ame eithi simito heiki gaam bhitere amo paribar bhitere aur rahibaku chahunu. And because of this only we are able to shift them, and they are working day and night for the relocation colony. They have not given their charge to laborers also. They felt that yes, we should develop our own colony and we should shift. These are the small experiences from forest I have seen. On the other hand, if we talk of gender biasness, in my last 15 years of career, I have never actually felt that there is any kind of biasness which our society is having about women. Sometimes I have felt we only feel that there may be some kind of thought about us, conventional thought, that women should be like this, women should not behave like this, women should behave like this, and we should always behave in an appropriate standard way. Even if we do not follow that, it is me who will say it first. Even if we do not follow that conventional way of thought, nobody is there to judge us. Unless we are very much sure of our decision that yes, I want to live like this, I want to stay like this, and it is my decision to be me, then nobody else is there to judge us. And nobody actually does. In a department which is mostly dominated by male officers, wherever I have worked, I have felt that women officers always receive utmost respect from everyone. I have never felt unsafe anywhere, but society is not same for all. In rural areas when we work, we have seen, I mostly tell women that we should first be sure that we can take care of ourselves. We can take care of our family. If there is any problem, any issue, we should first try to solve it within family, then we may go to the nearby department, maybe forest, maybe police for help. And trust me, in remote areas I have seen it is women mostly whose decisions are cared, whose decisions are accepted by their family. Even if we say that it is a male-dominated society and it is mostly males who take the decisions, I would say no, because from my experience I have seen it is the women only who always take the decision in rural communities and in tribal-dominated areas. Mostly in tribal-dominated areas I have worked, almost in all my entire career, in all the districts. In tribal-dominated areas, we find it is the woman who is respected the most in that community. And if a decision is taken, the woman in the house agrees to it, then the entire family, entire community will stand for it. I would share only one thought of mine. Let us leave all conventional thoughts behind and let us first think that I want to do this, I want to achieve this, and I will do it with the support of my family, with the support of the community and the society where I am living. We are not alone. We all should stand together. Margaret Thatcher once in British Parliament told that women should not be given leadership posts. I think many of you might have read it. Queen Elizabeth also questioned that how it is that in your team there are no women leaders, and it was expected that a strong iron lady like her should have more women in her team. Her reply was that women are mostly, when given important posts, they mostly behave emotionally. When I read it somewhere long back, I thought it is not correct. Obviously, as a woman, I thought it is not correct. But as I grew, as I started working, I find in some places it is right. Women sometimes take decision emotionally instead of having the confidence that I should take the decision for the institution, not for somebody, not with any biasness. Gradually I realized that is right, told by some achiever has told it, it might be true, and yes, I observed it is true also. We should take decisions firmly if we are sure that some decision is good for our institution. It may not be good for us, it may not be good for a part of the institution, but if it is good for the future of the institution, we should stand firm on that decision. This much only I would say, and thank you RSP team for inviting me here. I would invite all of you to visit Debrigad once, and I would like to host the entire RSP team there. Just give me a call. Archana madam has been very kind enough, and just give me a call through her. If I hear any one person from RSP wants to visit Debrigad, that will be a treat from my team and from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your beautiful journey with us. And especially not just working towards conservation, but grooming and encouraging and strengthening local empowerment also. And yes, we do look forward to visiting Debrigad soon, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I now take the opportunity to invite respected EDPNA, Shri P.K. Satnis sir, who has been in the forefront of gender diverse reform in RSP, to kindly address the gathering. Sir, please.
Respected dignitaries in the dais, Madam Anshu Pragya Das, DFO, Hirakud Wildlife Division, a person responsible for protecting the environment and the wildlife, and Madam Meena Padmanabhan, Lieutenant Commander, Indian Navy, who is doing the protecting our frontiers. So both two strong women with us, and respected CGMs, GMs, respected women employees of Central Industrial Security Force, invited guests, and my fellow employees. I am also a civil engineer. Worked in the steel industry in process of steel making and logistics, but now in HR. So my input there is the employee, their welfare, family, society. So civil engineer, being a civil engineer, you are in Indian Navy and I am in HR. But this day, this International Women's Day is very important for us. संविधान आमर राइट टू इक्वालिटी रखी समस्त आमे नारी को जननी जया भगिनी और कन्या रूप में देखीचे राइट टू इक्वालिटी अच्छी आम संस्कृति भी आमर शक्ति को पूजा कर नारी शक्ति को किंतु प्रकृत में देखा गले इक्वालिटीटा हो पारनी इक्वालिटी तो हो पारनी छड़ा सस्टेनेबिलिटी में दरकार सोसाइटी एनवायरनमेंट कल्चर and economy. Our total employee for this Rourkela integrated steel plant, including mines, around 13,250. Only 6% of our workforce are women here. And I have seen those data, as the madam told, Navy is having 6%, Army 0.5%, like that. And women in workforce in India is around 21% only, which is somewhere in the lower side. पृथ्वी अन्य देश को तुलना कले रिच इकोनॉमी संगे तुलना कले सेठी हमें बहुत पछे रहछु एटा काहे की होछि माने हमरो जेंति मैडम माने कहले हमरो एजुकेशन इज द फर्स्ट रिक्वायरमेंट शिक्षा तापर हमरो समाज ताको सपोर्ट करिया दरकार तार स्वतंत्र जो चिंताधारा अछि से जहा करिया को चाहूची से झियो से नारी जहा भी करिया को चाहूची ताको तो फैमिली अथवा समाज से मतलब समर्थन देवा दरकार देन ओनली से किछि करि परिबो एवं सेतरे हमरो माने सोशल स्टेबिलिटी इकोनॉमिकल ग्रोथ ही परिबो अर्थनैतिक उन्नति ही परिबो किंतु सेटा प्रकृति रे होई पारनी मु तो भाबिथिली जदी समय थांता आमे एमानकु क्लास 11 12 रो जो हमरो झियो मन अछथि विभिन्न स्कूल रे ताके संगे गोटे इंटरैक्टिव सेशन भी करै थांती फॉर देयर एनकरेजमेंट जे हमर एठिकर जो झियो मन अछथि ताके जो के इंडियन एयर फोर्स नेवी किमा हमरो जंती मैडम अंशु प्रज्ञा दास जंती डीएफओ अछथि से बड़े सीनियर ऑफिसर भी करि परिबो एंड स्टील इंडस्ट्री को ओनली 6% ऑफ वुमेन वर्कफोर्स एठी बेसी आसुनंती होई पारे तांको एठिकर वर्क एनवायरनमेंट एते पसंद होनी किमा हमरो समाज हमरो संस्कृति ताको समर्थन करूनी तेणु मु चाहे जे आमे हमरो सीएसआर थ्रू रे जेतले आमे देखुछु गां गळी के जाउछु सेठी किंतु जेंति मैडम कहले वुमेन वर्कफोर्स माने आगे आछुंती हमरो जो जैविक कृषि पई हो किंबा वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट रे किछि सिलाई मशीन किंबा अन्य जो छोटू चाष एतले हम जो देखुछु केवल स्त्री लोक माने पार्टिसिपेट करछन्ती बिकॉज़ एटा एक ट्राइबल डोमिनेटेड रीजन এবং सेमाने आगे आछुंती पुरुष लोक माने आसुनांती कोनसी एक्टिविटी रे हम सीएसआर रूट रे गला मुनि देखिछि एठी ଗୋଟେ ଭଲ कल्चर अछि किंतु एटा पूरा राज्य तुलना रे कि देश तुलना रे कि हम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन तुलना रे स्त्री लोक मानकर पार्टिसिपेशन बहुत कम संख्या रे अछि सेति हम समाज को हम परिवार प्रथम हम परिवार हम समाज ताकू समर्थन देले ही से माने आगे परिबे देशर अर्थनीति रे उन्नति आसीबो मु एति कई मोर वक्तव्य रखछि वंदे उत्कल जननी
थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर योर काइंड वर्ड्स। हमें बहुत खुशी है कि हमारे बीच में श्री गौरंग मलिक जी जो कि SMS 1 डिपार्टमेंट से हैं और उनका साथ देते हुए उनके सुपुत्र पुलक रंजन मलिक जो कि क्लास 10 के एक स्टूडेंट है आज वायलिन और तबला वादन से हम सबको मंत्र मुग्ध करने आ रहे हैं। तो आइए तालियों के साथ उनका स्वागत करें।
पवित्र अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महिला दिवस उपलक्षे संगीत परिवेशन करार गोटे सुजोग मिलता मुझे धन्यवाद करना मैडम मत कहले गौरंग बाबू गोटे क्लासिकल शुणेबे विशेषकर हिंदुस्तानी क्लासिकल गोटे घंटा समय दरकार 10 मिनट 15 मिनट समय मिली या भितर बजेकरी आपको शुणी प्रथम राजधानी कथा एवं गोटे छोट यात्रा काल बजे शुणी 10 ରୁ 15 मिनट रखी ठीक है धन्यवाद।
कपड़े पर चित्र बनाता है, लेकिन एक संगीतकार अपनी तस्वीर खामोशी पर रंग देता है. It was indeed a soulful rendition. Thank you so much, Malik ji and Pulak.
Atithi Devo Bhava. It is an honor and privilege to have with us our dear esteemed guest on this auspicious day. I would request EDPNA Shri P.K. Satpathy sir to present the Uttreya and Memento as a token of love and respect. Sir, request you to honor our dear guest, Lieutenant Commandant Meena Padmanabhan, please. Thank you so much, ma'am. I would request Madam Anshu Pragya Das to kindly accept the small memento from us. Thank you so much. Now it's time for celebration and congratulations to all the winners of various events held during the entire week. I would request once again EDPNA sir to felicitate them all. Ms. Annapurna Behra and Ms. Deepika may kindly help to coordinate. So to begin with, the winners of the patriotic solo competition, Air Watan Tere Liye, which was split in two categories. For the winners of the female category are the first prize, Ms. Nivedita Behra, Deputy Manager, New Plate Mill. The second prize, Ms. Rajlakshmi Kavi, Executive Assistant, Finance and Accounts. For the third prize, we have a tie, Ms. Smruti Shri Panda, Executive Assistant, PLCLC. And Ms. Rajlakshmi Acharya, Senior Instructor, HRDC. The winners of the male category, the first prize, Deepak Kumar Raut, OCT SMS 2. The second prize, SK Kasimji, Leading Fire Operator, Fire Services. I request all of you to keep on encouraging them with your applauses, please. The third prize, Rajat Kumar Sahu, Manager F&A. We would also like to felicitate our judges for their undisputable efforts. We would request Ms. Beena Pani Rath, teacher, Deepika English Medium School, to kindly come up on the stage, please. Also, I would like to thank Guru Shri B. Buddha Prasad Rao, Principal, Sangeetika Music School, Rourkela. Thank you so much, ma'am and sir, for your contribution. Let's have an applause, please.
Then we also had a competition to showcase creativity, Azadi Ke Rang, in which participants has to showcase the signature costumes and facts, music, dance, etc. of a state. This was also split into two categories. So, for the winners for the female category, the first prize goes to Ms. Gulab Kiskota, Nursing Sister Medical. The second prize, Ms. Pushpa Singh, Senior Executive Assistant, Personal. For the third prize, we again have a tie. Ms. Sandhya Rani Das, Office Attendant, ED Works. And Ms. Andrela Chanda, Senior Manager, CC Mines. In the male category, we have the winner, Shri A.K. Malik, MOMT, CRM. तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट इतनी नहीं चाहिए। We would also like to felicitate our judges for the event, veteran dramatist Shri Narasimha Charan Mohanty and distinguished Odissi dancer Ms. Mausami Mohanty, teacher DPS. Ma'am and sir, I kindly request you to come on the dais, please. Ma'am is not here.
So it's been an honor for us that so you could spend so much of time for us, sir. To encourage team spirit, we had an event, Funathon, Faster Than the Fast, for which we have the win goes to a team from medical, Dr. Anandita Digdatta, consultant, Dr. Anima Digga, senior consultant, Dr. Richa Suri, consultant. Let's have an applause for them, please. The second team consists of Pragya Paramita Rao, OCT PD, Parvati Baspi, OCT RCL, Pratima Hess, OCT RCL. The winners of the second prize for Funathon. And the third winner is from a team of CC Mines. Andrela Chanda, Senior Manager, Ranjana Rai, Executive Assistant, and Jay Prakash Mahapatra, Executive Assistant. Let's keep encouraging them with your claps, please. Congratulations to all the teams. तालियों में कंजूसी नहीं होनी चाहिए, please. We are grateful to our judges for giving their valuable time, for which we would like to show our appreciation. We would like to thank Ms. Chaitali Das, GM in charge Business Excellence and IED, and Shri K.K. Verma sir, DGM F&A, to kindly come up on the dais, please.
The final run-up event, Jam, which was for speaking on any random topic in any language, being English, Hindi, Odia. The winner in the Odia category are, the first prize goes to Shri A.K. Malik, MOMT, CRL. Second prize goes to Shri N.C. Sahu, MOMT, WMT. And the third prize goes to Shri Alok Kumar Jaina, MOMT, RMHP. The winners for the Hindi category are, the first prize goes to Ms. Pushpa Singh, Senior Executive Assistant Personnel. Second prize, Ms. Shiromani Hazira Horo, OCTHSN. And third prize goes to Ms. Kulab Kispota, Nursing Sister Medical. The winner for the English category are first prize Ms. Jyotirmay Rautia, Manager, New Plate Mill. Second prize goes to Ms. Jyotirmay Pari, Nursing Sister Tutor, Medical. And the third prize goes to Ms. Andrila Chanda, Senior Manager, CC Mines. For their cooperation in sparing their valuable time, we would like to felicitate our dear judges. I would like to call upon stage GM-CSR, Ms. Murmun Mitra, and DGM-MM, Ms. Anandita Mahapatra. Ma'am, please kindly come on the dais.
Let us give a big round of applause to all our winners and all our judges for all the beautiful efforts. We would also like to honor the Jugalbandi Jodi, Shri Gaurang ji, along with his son Kulak. अनुरोध करूंगी आप दोनों को कृपया स्टेज पे आइए प्लीज।
तालियों के साथ इस प्यारी सी जुगलबंदी जोड़ी की सराहना करते हैं।
हो आस्था हो विश्वास हो, हर जान की तुम ही तो आधार हो। उठो अपने अस्तित्व को संभालो, केवल एक दिन ही नहीं हर दिन नारी दिवस मना लो। और आइए इसी के साथ हम आज इस नारी दिवस के आखिरी पैमाने पे आ चुके हैं। आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी हमारी CGMHRDC मैडम राजश्री बैनर्जी फॉर अ फॉर्मल वोट ऑफ थैंक्स। मैम प्लीज।
Respected EDPN PK Satpathy sir, our esteemed guest speakers this evening, Lieutenant Commander Meena Padmanabhan Madam and Madam Anshu Pragyan Das, other guests and dignitaries, CGM in charges, heads of departments, my colleagues and friends from different departments of Rourkela Steel Plant, ladies and gentlemen. Very good evening, namaskar. As the curtains come down to the celebration of International Women's Day 2022 this evening, it's my pleasure and honor to render the vote of thanks, and I always enjoy doing it because it's a very humbling experience and it makes you feel and realize that there's so many people who come together and only then a function like this can happen. So let me begin by starting, and at the very outset I would like to thank our EDPNA sir, PK Satpathy sir, for not only coming here and gracing this occasion, but more importantly, taking personal interest in ensuring that this program is a success. He has given all the support and at the same time given a lot of freedom to do things as we planned. So thank you very much, sir. Our guest speakers, the shining stars this evening, I think their stories have been very inspiring to all of you. First of all, I must thank all of them, both of them, for having agreed to come all the way and be a part of our celebration. and your inspiring stories must have inspired so many people here. And more importantly, I think as parents, having children at your home, it really tells you that there are so many new frontiers that are available now where the girl child can grow, perform, excel and shine. So it's out of convention. There are so many new areas. The world is full of opportunities. So thank you very much, both of you. Our CGMs, some of them are there and some of them had to go for the annual business perspective meeting. But all the CGM in charges for coming here and spending their valuable time and being a part of this celebration. Thank you so much. My colleagues from different departments of Rourkela Steel Plant, the whole Gopabandhu Auditorium, I see a sea of faces after a long time. It feels good. Thank you very much, because without you, this program would not have been a success. So a good round of applause for all of you. Shri Gaurango Mallik and his wonderful son Pulak Ranjan Mallik, your violin recital was just enthralling, so you were the icing on the cake. So a good round of applause to you. And finally, when I start thanking, I have a firm belief, and I have repeated many times, that it's the people behind us who are silently working and toiling hard who put us in the front. And that is how we can stitch together an evening like this. So let me begin by thanking the committee members, the committee which was constituted for the purpose. So the committee members who have given all the support. Many of the faces may not come today here, but they have given their support, and that is how this program has been successfully organized. So all the committee members, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for just being such wonderful supporting persons. Particularly, I would like to mention the young brigade. I'll not miss the names: Jyoti, Annapurna, Binita, Sangeeta, Simpi, Shubhra. The young brigade of ladies, a big round of applause, because our celebration started from 2nd of March. So the run-up events had to be organized, and I understand how much time and effort it takes to pull together all the resources and mobilize. So you have been really, it's been wonderful, and it gives me a lot of hope that next year you will all be having the baton in your hand and you will run the show. So thank you all very much. PR team under leadership of Archana, not only for covering all the events, but as usual, giving all the support. Archana, thank you, you and your team, for all the support, so that this program can be organized extraordinarily. I'm sure you all have enjoyed being a part of this celebration. Thank you so much. The winners of different category of events, the run-up events, I think while I congratulate the winners, I would also like to salute the participants, because it's equally important to participate. Because if they didn't participate, you would not be the winners. So it's really the spirit of participation that I salute. Thank you all very much. Judges of the events, as the anchors have said, that you did the job so wonderfully that everything was hassle-free. Thank you all very much. Horticulture for decorating this room so well. Protocol and hospitality under Mr. V.K. Raut, as usual, at his best. My colleagues at HRDC, because this has been the venue since 2nd of March, and there has been so much of effort and activities. The caretaking team and every single individual who has been possible in his own way has contributed, and that is how we have been able to organize this function. So a good thank you to all of you. And the compeers, Jyoti and Ankita, you have done a marvelous job. Keep the flag high. And finally, as I sign off, I think this year's theme is Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. The celebration of Women's Day is fine, it starts, but I think it's a way of reaffirming the belief system. And that should start at our home, young boys and girls who should be instilled with this belief that we need to respect, collate, collaborate, connect. It's about men and women working together, not I and they, but we. And then only when they grow up as gentlemen and gentle ladies in society, we will be able to create a better world, a sustainable world, where we respect each other, work with dignity, work together, and have a wonderful, equal world. Thank you all very much. Stay healthy, stay well. Thank you.
आज नारी अंतरिक्ष माप चुकी है, हर बाधा पार कर चुकी है। बराबरी का साथ निभाए, महिलाएं अब आगे आए।